Hi everyone, this is Yana, and this video is a part of Hero Art's Holiday Ornaments blog hub. Every year, whenever I start decorating our Christmas tree, I like to give my ornaments a little makeover. Last year, I dressed my ornaments up with little black chalkboard tags and a fun red bow. A year before that, I wrapped them in felt, and this year I decided to give my ornaments a new look by doing a bit of die cutting and a little bit of stamping. I'm going to be using a few supplies from Hero Arts, which are the Stamp and Cut Fancy Cut Holiday Set. I will be using the Happy Holidays die to die cut a little sentiment for my ornament. I also have these awesome stars that I will be combining with the matching stamps from Hero Arts. And I also want to die cut this smaller star out of red cardstock to dress up my ornament. And finally, I want to do a little bit of heat embossing using the white and ultrafine clear embossing patterns from Hero Arts. I'm going to begin by die cutting a Happy Holiday sentiment out of red layering paper from Hero Arts. I'm going to use a bit of washi tape to tape the die down to my paper to make sure it stays in place while I run it through the machine. I'm using my Artisan Explorer machine from Spellbinders for my die cutting. This is my most favorite machine of all times. I love it because it's small and fits nicely in my table. I don't have to move it or put it away when I'm not using it. Now, after my die cutting is done, I'm going to heat emboss this sentiment using the clear embossing pattern from Hero Arts, just to give it a little bit of a glossy shine. What I like to do is I like to work on an old clear block, and I like to add embossing ink with the help of this liquid embossing ink from Stimpendos. You can also use a regular embossing ink pad, but I like this bottle from Stimpendos because it has a little sponge applicator, and I'm able to add ink faster and also to cover large areas faster. Now, my bottle has a label in Ukrainian because we had these made with a custom label for us, but there is an identical ink with the US label on it. So after I've added embossing ink to my die cut, I'm going to cover it with a clear embossing powder and heat set it with my heat tool. So here I have my die cut heat embossed with one coat of clear embossing powder, and you can see it looks a bit uneven and not very smooth. I'm going to repeat this one more time so that I have a very nice and even glossy coat on my sentiment. Okay, so this is what my die cut piece looks like after 2 coats of embossing powder. You can add a 3rd coat if you like, but I think that 2 coats is enough for this particular die cut. Now, if you don't have red cardstock, or if you don't have the particular shade of red cardstock, but you have the ink of that color, you can die cut the sentiment out of white cardstock and just have it colored with ink. You can use an ink pad or dauber or marker or any other product that you might have to color your paper. I'm also going to need a few more pieces to dress up my ornament. I've already heat embossed and die cut a medium-sized star and a small star out of that same red layering paper from Hero Arts. Now here's the ornament that I plan to decorate and all the pieces that I plan to put on it. I have my stars and my shiny heat embossed sentiment. Now this is a store-bought styrofoam ornament covered with glitter. What I want to do with it is to have my stars at the top and then have the sentiment going diagonally under the stars. I'm going to use a hole punch and punch a hole in each of the stars so that I can put them together on my ornament just like so. This way I don't have to glue them down. I'm also going to add a bit of ribbon just to make this ornament a little bit more festive. To make sure my ribbon stays in place, I'm going to insert a small decorative pin through the ribbon into the ornament. It's going to hold it in place and will also add a little bit of sparkle to my project. Now, I did have a little bit of trouble with attaching my sentiment. At first, I wanted to use similar pins and just pin it in place, but that didn't work. I then tried using the multi-matte medium to adhere it down, but that didn't work either. So finally, I decided to use a much thicker glue from Beacon Adhesive, and I was able to easily adhere the sentiment down onto my ornament. The glue that I used is 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue. Now, as a final touch, I decided to add a large gem to my smaller star, but in order to make it match the color of my project, I used my Copic marker and just colored it in to turn it red. You can use any permanent marker for this. I then picked it up with my craft knife and placed it onto my small star. And that finished my project for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find the list of supplies to create this ornament in the video description and also on my blog. If you're looking for more videos using products from Hero Arts, be sure to check out the link you see on the screen. Please click the thumbs up button if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I have new videos coming out every week. Thanks, and bye!